Hey, everybody. Welcome to Kame House Party. I am Aaron.
And I am Vince.
And this is the universe's only improv comedy Dragon Ball Watch Along podcast in the known universe. We are coming together to watch every episode and iteration of Dragon Ball. We do it one episode at a time, and it's funny. You're supposed to laugh.
You're supposed to giggle. Ha ha and tee hee hee. Ho 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 and LOL.
The full gamut. Look, you. What do you think the ratio is? How many laughs per minute do we get out of this bad boy? I'm slapping the hood of the podcast.
Out of this bad boy, you're gonna get your mileage because you're getting quite a bit of ha-has. Okay.
Okay. I'm not hearing any numbers.
Ha-has per minute. I'd say you're getting about in a given hour, you're getting maybe like 40, 50 ha-has out of this.
Good. Is that highway or city?
That is if you're city commuting, those ha-has may turn into Snickers, which go a lot longer of a way. You're not busting up on the subway. That'd be uncouth. But this podcast will make you try. Highway mileage, ooh, hey. Put that at 1.5 speed, You're laughing twice as long for twice as long of a drive.
I will guarantee in this podcast at least one muffled where no sound comes out, but you're kind of heaving with your hand over your mouth at work. At least one of those from this podcast.
Look,
so
this podcast is definitely good for one of the old eyes closed, head shaking, but you're smiling. Oh, you're smiling.
You'll look, the head shake will definitely come sooner than some other aspects. But before any of that, don't laugh now. Before any of that, we have to get to a little Kame housekeeping. It's a series of events that we have/perform to get you ready for the podcast ahead. And the first part of Kame housekeeping is the world famous, UN sanctioned, and Olympic Committee approved 1 minute roundup. The sound of a butterfly gently flapping its wings.
Okay, and now we are in the butterfly preserve.
Yay, yes. I see hundreds of butterflies just flying around, landing on my cute nose.
That's true. Butterflies, don't be afraid, children. The butterflies are not dangerous or poisonous like some of the other exhibits here at the zoo. These butterflies are very gentle, kind, and all they want to do is flutter. Oh, isn't that great? They're also good pollinators. They go from flower to flower, transferring pollen. Did you...
Huh? Yes, Mr. Zookeeper?
Little boy, are you... Those look like...
Other monarchs, like I learned in class.
Oh, so you learned about monarchs in class. Mm-hmm. So you know that they are on the endangered species list.
Mm-hmm. And tasty.
Oh, isn't that interesting? I'll use this. Okay. You've eaten 3, and that last one was very cruel. I'm going to segue into predation because butterflies are on the list of food for a lot of creatures, usually not human children.
But you said they're not poisonous, and they're very easy prey.
What are you? What are you? Because no child has ever come in here and eaten butterflies.
Oh,
you're laughing.
I am. Look, you thought you could cut me off in traffic 2 weeks ago. Remember me, the very short, cherubic-faced man?
Wait.
Driving the Honda Civic?
You're that white Honda Civic?
Mm-hmm. Blasting Lincoln Park.
Yeah. And you cut me off when I was just trying to make a simple left turn down Mulberry, and you cut me off.
No. You that was the wrong day to mess with me. And now I'm here where I infiltrated an elementary school field trip. Let me turn my hat from backwards all the way to the front.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a comedy Bang Bang hat?
We can't be friends. and scene. Petty revenge.
He caught me trying to make him my friend.
No. We can't find common ground now. I'm going to eat every butterfly here. But that, folks, is an improvised scene we do at the top of the show to loosen or tighten our improv muscles. And it gets us into the 1 minute roundup proper, which is where one of us, this time Vince, has to summarize everything that we have covered in Dragon Ball thus far. It is nearly 350 episodes of Dragon Ball in total that we've discussed so far in this podcast. Whatever. Time to hang it up. What are we doing?
Don't say it too many times. Okay. It might happen.
It's what we're saying is that it's a lot, and that even for me who's done it, that's an intimidating number. Maybe you're new to the podcast. Maybe you don't want to go back through the back catalog. This summarization is there to help you get caught up and ready for the latest episode. No need to backtrack, though. So many of you listen through the entire catalog. We salute you. Thank you. Couldn't do it without you, but you don't have to. And the roundup cannot begin until I ask this crucial question of Vince. Vince, are you ready to round up?
Aaron, I'm taking my glasses off for this one.
Whoa.
That's how you know. Yes, I am. Oh, God, I can't see.
We don't need to read anything.
I need to read the button. And here I go. Dragon Ball is about collecting mystical orbs. You get them all together. You can wish for anything you want. It stars Goku. He's the little monkey boy. He grows up throughout the entire duration of the journey. He fights a Red Ribbon Army who wants to use the Dragon Balls for evil. He fights creatures from space, a green man named Piccolo that he turns into his friend. Then he fights some other guys from his space, including his brother who tried to kill him and then did successfully kill him. Then he came back to life. And then they fought some other bad guys. Vegeta's one of them. And then they killed all their friends, so they had to go to Namek where the Dragon Balls are from to wish everybody back to life. Along the way, Goku fought a lot of really strong guys, one who could change bodies, the other who could get really, really strong. Goku went to the legendary Super Saiyan form. Years after that, Goku comes back after this kid from the future tells everybody that they're all going to die, but at the hands of the androids. Then another bug android shows up and it consumes some other androids. Goku trained with his son and a bunch of other people. They all trained really, really hard to change the future, and they did because Goku sacrificed himself to stop Cell, but he didn't fully stop Cell, but his son Gohan did, and now...
That's how you end it. It is now.
We are now.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot harder without my glasses.
Really?
My sense of place was absolutely devastated.
It was a Velma moment, you might say.
Now I know why she's always on the ground.
Yeah. She needs those to see how to do a roundup, but a very good roundup indeed. Thank you so much for bringing back the Red Ribbon Army, because that's comes into play. Sure.
No, you're right.
It's always there now. But this has allowed us to move on, kinda, because I do have to tell you, if you didn't like that 1 minute roundup that Vince gave you, you can suck eggs, or
hey, those are expensive.
Yeah. Or instead of wasting $5, you can simply record your own 1 minute roundup send it to us over at kamehousepartypod@gmail.com. I almost gave out my personal email. Whoopsie doodle. I'm recovering from the flu.
This is Aaron's flu game. He's going to also eat like 2 pizzas.
Yeah. I'm about to do the best show of my life. If you want to send in your own roundup, you can break the format however you want. We will play. We'll play it on air, and it'll also give Vince and myself a little relief. We won't have to take off our glasses. But now we can move on to the next part of Kame Housekeeping, where we let you know that we watch 2 different versions of the episode. I watch the original Japanese language subtitled version. Vince watches the English dub, the funny dub, as we call it, from Funimation. And we do this because it is fun to compare and contrast what we've seen in the show. Sometimes they're big, sometimes they're small. But the first difference is the title. So, Vince, will you please give us the title of your episode?
Yes, I will. And I'll give you the title with gusto because it is episode 193 of Dragon Ball Z. One More Wish.
Ba, 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 ba. Oh, wait, that intro's too long. One more wish.
Okay, I was like, wait. I know that tune, and then you hit me with it. Because in my head, Aaron, I was thinking of the Omarion joint. If I had one wish,
I don't know
we
that
would
one.
be best friends. Stick to it to the end. If I had one wish, one wish, one wish, one wish. Yeah, that old 2000s R&B classic.
He just wants to be friends?
We could, yeah, he just wants to be friends.
Mm-hmm.
Remind you of anybody in this episode?
But if you had 2 wishes, that's a sequel song. That's for after 10 p.m.
Oh yeah, that's a late night wish.
Mine, no wishing. Let's see. No ones, no mores, no wishes in mine.
Whoa.
This one doesn't make sense. Your title is better. I'll go ahead and give it to you. But the title for the original Japanese episode of episode 193 of Dragon Ball Z is New Days. Father, I'm hanging in there.
What?
So New Days.
New Days.
Ellipsis.
Okay.
Father, exclamation point. I'm hanging in there. Period.
I really don't like that title. Aaron,
It's
I
bad.
can't believe I'm saying it. That's a really bad title. It also reeks of Toriyama like signaling I'm barely hanging on.
It's like, more?
Can't ask me to do more. Yeah, that's a terrible title for this episode.
Not good. It's just like, no, what do you mean hanging in there? Nothing bad. Like the only bad thing happens to Krillin.
Yeah.
And that's just more disappointing, not necessarily bad.
Disappointing with the aftertaste of hopefulness.
Yeah, with zero knowledge of the future. It's just like, that sucks, bud.
He's just like me for real. But yeah, this is we're gonna have plenty to talk about this episode.
I think so.
I was pleasantly surprised by the amount of sheer content we get up to.
Heavy in the notes for sure.
Yes.
So Shenlong is getting very tired. He's already made one wish, brought everyone back.
I already have to stop you because I'm bringing back the announcer highlight because I got a really good recap and I just have some standout lines from the announcer going into this episode. I'm gonna rattle him off.
Mm-hmm.
He talks about the new and improved Shenron, who now had the power to grant 2 wishes instead of 1. It was a bargain for ball gatherers that couldn't be refused.
That feels like a medieval insult. You bargain ball gatherer, thou art.
He said that in the courts. How dare he?
Let me remove my glove and slap thee.
I'll meet you on the battlegrounds for a joust. For my honor and the honor of my entire kingdom.
At the hour of 6, please, everyone, come, bring your turkey legs.
There will be beverages provided.
Mm-hmm. I do. No matter what Renfest you go to this year, and you should go if you're able. I do love that the jousts are always these 3-tiered segment. Of the first one, you get the beginning of the story.
Mm-hmm.
It's very light. The second one, things get a little rough. The baddies, the heels get out of hand. And then they demand that the next joust be to the death, baby.
Oh,
and that's when that's the end joust where someone fucking dies. I've seen it bloodless. I've seen some great blood effects. I've also seen cannon fire and raiding like the other actors. The last one I saw was
they stormed the pitch.
Yes. It's pure chaos. It is, this was at the Pennsylvania Renaissance Fair in Amish country near Harrisburg, outside of Harrisburg. One of the finest ones they got. The last joust was just every actor you saw during the day rushing the fucking stage. Everyone sword fights.
That's so good.
It's pretty sick. There's cannon fire. It's sick as shit. Go to I'm getting it's coming up. It's getting there.
We need a Knight's Tale remake ASAP.
But
Put Martin Lawrence in the Black Knight 2 right now. Greenlight it.
Any other choice lines? That was very good.
I got another one. While our heroes work to bring everyone back from up above, down below, a shameless opportunist was taking all the credit for their victory.
Mm-hmm.
What a bunch of suckers. And what a turkey.
What?
Yeah.
He editorializes?
I also messed up that line, so I'm going to say it one more time.
Okay.
A shameless opportunist was taking all the credit for their victory down below. What a bunch of suckers. And what a turkey. Oh.
This man, I mean, he's been following these characters since Goku was a child, so of course.
He can't be silent. He can't be silent watching someone steal credit.
Mm-hmm. I wish everyone could hear my voice, but no.
I'd give them a piece of my disembodied voice if I had the opportunity.
Me, Hercule, 60-minute debate. Wolf Blitzer, get over here.
Wolf Blitzer?
Right?
Of the time, absolutely.
Okay.
The announcer would... Wolf Blitzer, get in here. Ross Perot, stand down.
Anything else?
No, that was it.
Okay, that's very good. What a bunch of suckers and what a turkey.
What a turkey.
This piece of shit.
This dry-ass motherfucker.
Can't even break as of me speaking, can't even break 15 tiles. But yeah, it's Shenlong's so very tired. He wants to go home. Yamcha makes a joke. Mm-hmm. And in my version, he's like, hey guys, the girl I'm seeing, there's an expensive necklace she wants, but I guess that's out, right?
What? He has a girlfriend?
Don't put that on Yamcha. He said the girl he is seeing. He didn't say if it was official.
Okay, sorry, Yamcha.
Don't lock Yamcha down like that.
I can't. He's the real ladies man.
Unless he's talking about Puar.
Then absolutely, this would be a fine wish. It wouldn't even be a bad. It wouldn't be I wouldn't think twice. I'd let him wish for that.
They do. They know Selim. No one's on board. But it seems like he said something else.
Yes, in mine he says, "Well, if we can't think of a good wish, then let's make a bad one, right? Wouldn't it be nice if we were all filthy rich?"
That would be nice, actually. Yamcha, I'm not disagreeing with you.
I can't disagree. Can't disagree.
Mm-hmm.
But again, yeah, everybody else is just like, It was interesting because Piccolo was also at a loss. Like he just couldn't think of anything nice to wish for. I don't know. Maybe more uninterrupted sunlight. I wish people would stop asking me to eat food around them. I hate it.
Oh, he secretly loves it.
He loves it. He loves
to be involved.
Yeah.
Krillin speaks up since no one else is, and these were bad wishes, except for the rich thing. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, you deserve it.
Mm-hmm.
You or wish for I wish Hercule could only tell the truth.
Oh, that's a good one.
If
go for it.
No, I was just gonna say, God bless him for not. Kame bless him for not being petty like me.
Well, I think they're only not petty because they don't know to the extent that Hercule is bogarting their success.
That's true,
right? They are the only people in the world that aren't watching their TV or listening to the radio.
That is true. So Krillin's like, hey, actually, I have a wish. Can you turn 17 and 18 back into humans, basically before they became androids? 18 in the shadows, hears this, gasps. But Shenlong's like, no, they're more powerful than me. So because of that, I can't do it. It's not explained well, and it feels a little hand wavy.
Yeah. I like that. I like that they went back to the whole thing of the dragon's power is proportional to the person that created it. Mm-hmm. So yes, little baby Dende made it, then, he's definitely not stronger than the androids. So that kind of makes sense.
Heals, bring people back from the dead, chock full of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Carefully removing robot parts? No.
Yeah. And replacing them with human parts? Too difficult.
Yeah. What cells would replace a microchip? Brains.
That's Shenron's problem. He just doesn't know where all of the pieces go.
You bipeds confuse the hell out of me.
Why are all of your organs in the center? Why not move them around?
Yeah. Mine are free floating. Never know where they are.
The longest organ, stomach. Top to bottom.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of, I'm late for dinner. Please make a wish I can grant.
Okay, fine. Can you at least remove the bombs from their bodies?
Yeah, okay, let's see. I'm not replacing it with anything, then yes, I can do that. And he does it, and Shenlong may be the only benevolent wish granter in all of media, because that's a prime monkey paw wish of I've removed them and put them up your butt.
And in their place, metal-eating organisms.
I replaced it with several viruses.
Oh, I replaced their bombs with a hate for Krillin. Ironic.
I also use explosive as a metaphor, so their adrenal glands, they're out.
Their explosive vocabulary gone.
Look, they'll never have diarrhea again. That's a plus.
Great work, Krillin. Bye.
Peace.
This is all Krillin's fault.
What did I have? I think there's a lot of questions from everyone. They do clarify that 17 is alive.
Mm-hmm.
Piccolo, who can confirm people being back or not.
It's like his whole thing is life radar.
But they're like, hey, why'd you do that? And Krillin's answer is mine. Is just that, like, yeah, it would suck. It was like, well, I just think it's a nice thing to do because it would suck to walk around knowing that there's a giant explosive device in you, which is correct.
Yeah, I mean that is a very altruistic point of view from Krillin and yours. In mine, he just comes out and says it. Well, I do like that girl, and that's why I wanted to help them. He goes on to say, Aaron, that because they throw a question to him. Tien is like, well, if you like her, why'd you wish 17 back? He goes, well, they make such a good couple. I wanted her to truly be happy. And in my notes, I just wrote in all caps, cuck.
Look, I just, if I can't have her, maybe I can watch. This will give me the invite.
Popo, oh no, there's a cuck on the lookout.
Dende, cover your ears.
I promised Kame before he left that a cuck would never step foot on the lookout.
Look, I know I should be talking more about cucks, but there's a lot. There is a lot in this episode.
I know there's a lot in this episode.
So that tracks. I think the thing I want to point out though is Piccolo in mine has a great line that I love. I took a screenshot of it. He's just dour faced and to himself, just going, "This sounds like that love business. I don't get it."
I love it.
Yes.
I also get a Piccolo downplaying the whole love thing. Interesting how they worded it differently.
Okay.
If this is what you humans call love, then count me out.
Wait, in order to get someone else to love me, I have to make a bunch of wishes.
Sounds like a scam to me.
Mm-hmm. Sounds transactional.
What if I just beat you up?
Then you have to look. It should be like how Gohan loves me. I beat him up a bunch.
I blew up the moon for him.
Yeah. I cut off his tail. I just step in front of a laser beam. That does the trick.
Why didn't you just tank one of Cell's blasts? Would have been a lot easier.
Yeah. Yeah. Piccolo just love that. He's just like, this sucks and I don't like it. There's so from there, 18 steps out of the shadows, calls him an idiot, and says, 17 is my twin. And then Yamcha, with zero chill, is like, you've got it made. She can't marry your brother.
That'd be incest, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody hates that.
No one looks that up in any context.
When Kami closes a door, Shenron opens a window, right, Krillin?
Yeah. Just. There is.
Does Yamcha have any more weird lines in yours? Because he's got one that I wrote down.
From this, at least during this whole hold on to her. Okay. Before 18 leaves is what you're saying.
No, after she leaves.
Okay. She does. She's like, I'm not grateful. She's being real tsundere. She's like, no thanks, chump. Actually, baldy is the expression.
Oh, that's ice cold.
Mm-hmm. But then she stops, looks back over. She goes into soft focus. And she says, see you later. And then flies off.
Okay. Yeah, she does the hot-headed, you're an idiot. Don't think that, blah, blah, blah. But then during the look back, I think they do a little bit more ADR in mine. It felt like it, like they lingered on some shots that in yours probably is scored a lot nicer and like gives the tone and mood. Where in mine, they just dubbed lines that Americans would be down for in the late 90s, early 2000s. Because she's like, it is kind of nice what you did. And then just kind of like jets off. After that,
yes,
Yamcha's like, all right, Krillin. Like, I'm editorializing a little bit and then I'll get into the quote. He's just like, yeah, Krillin, you still got it. Like, she's totally into you. I know it. And then he says, quote, Goku may have been able to teach you everything you know about being a great fighter, but when it comes to love, I'm the master.
Also incorrect.
Also incorrect. Goku never taught Krillin shit.
He taught him to be humble. That's what he taught him.
And Yamcha, master of what?
Master of nothing.
Yeah. Cuckoldry.
Master of pining over your high school sweetheart.
That's it. Krillin, what you want to do is pine over your crush for as long as possible. Maybe she'll let you live in her expensive house.
Your big mistake was doing stuff for her. You should have mooched.
Krillin, don't worry. You and me, we're going to take the baseball world by storm.
I mean, he could be a shortstop. No, I don't want to kick this man while he's down. I think
he's already too short.
Yeah, he's low enough to the ground as is. Yeah, it's essentially the same thing in mine. I do like Tien and Trunks' giant bead of sweat as Yamcha proclaims to have the most love experience. I'm like, most first dates? Yeah.
Oh, for sure. But that's a good, because I forgot about that. I think that probably means that Trunks at least had a girlfriend before the world all went to crap. I bet you Bulma is like a good, like, teacher of like, hey, this is how you talk to the ladies. And Tien probably just has like the oozing charisma of a leading man that he doesn't talk about it a lot, but he's been out in these streets for a while.
Look, does he play it cool when other people are around when it comes to lunch? Of course. But when Chaozu's put to bed.
Oh yeah. Sneeze for me.
Yeah, he's throwing pepper around.
Blue hair, now blonde, now blue, now blonde.
Let me finish on the blue.
Oh God, he said it. He said it.
I'm sick.
I wish Goku was here, just like the rest of them.
I'm sick because of the flu.
Because of the flu.
I blame this is flu talk.
This is the bug talking.
I clearly have a fever. No way I normally would say that or think that. Let's see. It's Piccolo again saying, I don't get it. And then Yamcha in mine says, well, love is probably too much for a person like you. And everyone laughs. And like, what does that mean?
Oh, that's it. Interesting. It's an interesting laugh line in yours, because I guess we're just supposed to laugh at the fact that Piccolo's an alien and doesn't get that Yamcha's a playboy. Because in mine, in direct response to Yamcha being like, but I'm the love master. Piccolo's like, because he's comparing himself to Goku. He's like, you don't even compare. Like being very serious.
Yeah.
And Yamcha's like, thanks for recognizing it, Piccolo.
Oh, boy.
There's a lot of this energy coming from Yamcha.
Yamcha just kind of sucking, honestly.
Yeah.
This whole episode.
I like it better when he's the butt of the joke and not trying to make the jokes.
He can't. You can't roast Yamcha.
Yeah. Yamcha, you have not done anything but carry bodies and become weight of your own throughout this entire saga. For you to come at Piccolo, who has sacrificed Kame to level up, is just not cool, bro. Not cool at all.
Yeah, it's no. Then everyone gets sad because it's like, oh yeah, Goku's dead.
That guy loved to laugh, and he's dead.
Goku would have gotten a real kick out of this. And then it's just everyone sort of saying goodbye. Tien is the first to leave. The most out-of-pocket thing he says in mine is that, well, I probably won't see any of you again.
The finality of this episode comes fully through in yours.
Yeah, Tien's like, no. It's like, no. It's like, why would I hang out with any of you?
We did the thing, and now I can go back and hang out with Chaozu.
Yeah. We have a very long game of Axis and Allies we're playing.
I heard he learned to cook while I was training.
Tells Trunks like, hey, you should be able to fight those androids now. You're strong now. Tien leaves. Trunks' plans are like, yeah, I'm going to just get a good night's sleep and then head out for the future in the morning. And it's like, I was getting mad because you're from a post-apocalyptic future. You have a time machine, so it doesn't matter when you leave to go back.
True.
Have an ice cream. Like, do anything fun for like, just take a week. Let Bulma show you the town. Enjoy a little bit of life before you go back to robot hell.
Yeah, maybe leave a message for your baby self. Reconnect with your father in a real way before you leave. But no, he's got to get right back to it. Right back to the grind.
It's like, hit the old dusty trail.
Might as well jump right back into hell.
It's like you just died. Enjoy a little life.
Piccolo decides to stay on the lookout, hang out with Dende. Gohan's like, I promised to come visit you guys a bunch. I hope that's okay. Popo does not get a say in that. Wish Popo had said, Dende needs to study or something. Anyway,
It's like,
just give Popo a few more lines.
Yeah, maybe on weekends. Sunday morning's church, so maybe after that.
Dende has to fix the dragon. That attitude is no.
I've seen all the papers that they sent from New Namek. He's behind on his work.
And then as they all it's Yamcha, Trunks, Krillin, and Gohan. They're all about to head off, and Gohan shouts like, "Arm raised! Here we go! This is the beginning of the rest of our lives."
Similar, he goes, all right, let's take off for a new tomorrow.
Okay. Both it's very weird how final this should be. Like,
yes.
This could have been like, I was half waiting for this episode to just like cut because I had a hard time tracking how long we'd been in these scenes because I feel like the commercial cut, like we're still a little bit away from the commercial cut.
We've got a few
as we were
quick
talking about
scenes,
this. Because I was like, is this going to be like, was this aired as like one like final movie kind of TV special where it was just like 30 minutes straight, no commercials, like to wrap up all of drag, like to just be like a roundup, a wrap of the show. Which in a few scenes I was proven immediately wrong. But like there's a shot of everybody flying out off the lookout. We even passed by Corin and Yajirobe, everybody celebrating and cheering. I'm like, this is it. This is the end of the show. Just fade to black here and have Goku waving again. There's a lot of superimposed Goku in this episode. But no. We get Yamcha and Trunks flying. Yamcha telling Trunks what Vegeta did for him after Cell killed him. He attacked him like I'd never seen before. And Trunks in disbelief was like, well, I'll be darned. I love that line. Really? My dad did all that? Well, I'll be darned.
Color me impressed. Just every like white person saying,
well, isn't that something?
Well, Buster.
Never in all my years.
Look who the cat dragged in.
And then on the other side, we get to see Gohan arriving back at home, telling Chi-Chi the whole story. She is bawling her eyes out because her stupid husband said, I don't want to come back to you.
How much detail did Gohan go into it? Did he do the part of like, we had a very solid plan to bring him back to life. It would be very easy. Like it could have already been done, but he literally said no. Are you asking mine? Did I get that info or just no? I'm curious. Like I'm postulating.
Oh, postulating. I don't think he. Yeah, to not draw the ire of his mother, he probably did not say we were gonna do it, and he said like, yeah, I don't think he went into the plan. I think he said like, and while we were, about to wish Dad back, he came to us and said, because he does say like to Chi-Chi, he's like, I could feel it, Mom. I know this is what he wanted. He said it to us. Then Ox King found his fucking voice this episode. And he's just like, oh, what an amazing man. This is not Ox King's voice.
No,
he's just like, what an amazing man. It's just like Goku. He always knows what's best for everyone. Where are you getting this?
So it's a little different in mine from what Ox King says. He's more like, yeah, that sounds like Goku, all right. You also, Chi-Chi, you should just let him do what he wants. It's too late. Just
the stereotypic gender roles have been confirmed.
Look, as soon as you two got married, he became my favorite child.
I finally have a son, and we listen to what he says.
If he says, I'm going to abandon all financial responsibility for this household, that's cool.
If he wants his son to be the man of the house, I'm down. He didn't give me any responsibility, right, fortune teller Baba?
Yeah.
Who's just been in the background the whole time watching all of this, nodding approvingly, like, yes, Goku knows what he's doing.
I feel like she's just like trying to pack up. She's like, she was halfway out the door before Gohan got there. And she's like, God damn it. I gotta stay a little longer.
Gotta console this Chi-Chi now.
And we've got to console this commercial.
Hey Jane.
Hey Jacqueline.
What do you think the most significant YA book series like the 2000s to the 2010s is?
Oh, definitely the Hunger Games.
No, I mean like
Twilight. That's the best
No,
one.
I'm talking about the Percy Jackson series by Rick Riordan.
I've not heard of those. If I wanted to listen to a funny podcast about those, what would you suggest?
Well, I would recommend Unwise Girls, which you and I host. This is a podcast where we reread, analyze, and frequently joke about the books of the Rick Riordan-verse. And we see why people call these the best young adult magical series of the 2000s.
And we always take time to declare which characters are canonically, factually not cishet, because Rick Riordan is not the boss of us.
Listen to Unwise Girls every Friday, wherever you get your podcasts. Brought to you by the Moonshot Network.
The next morning, Capsule Corp. Everyone's dressed in their finest, kind of, maybe not, sometimes not, or their pajamas.
Yeah, it's really hard to tell what the dress code is for saying goodbye in the morning to a teen from the future. Because Gohan's in a full suit. Krillin, sweatshirt.
Yeah.
Everybody else, PJs.
Well, some people have moms who care about their appearance and
This
others
is true.
don't.
This is true.
Did you notice that everyone has a black armband on? I'm assuming in remembrance of a very dead Goku.
Yep.
Just like when Superman died in the 90s. When you bought
They put on the armbands?
when you bought the issue where he dies, I believe it was polybagged with a black armband. So even though they overprinted this comic, I think if you have one with the armband, it's just a little bit more.
Interesting.
Than
I wonder if that's still a tradition to let people know that you're in mourning, like in other places.
I don't really see it anywhere else.
I've never seen it here, and the only armband culture that I do observe is in professional soccer, because they have the captain's armband is yellow.
Oh, interesting.
And often, like, a player will hand it to the next person to become the captain.
That's cool.
Right? It's a pretty good tradition.
That's better than a patch.
Yeah. Better than a patch. Better than the full responsibility of being a team captain. But we do get a lovely little acknowledgement between Trunks and his dear old dad, Vegeta. As he's saying goodbye to everybody, he looks right into camera. But he looks off to the side to see Vegeta standing there, arms folded. And then he just raises two fingers and gives like a 2-finger wave. And Trunks responds in kind, like that's their secret handshake or some shit.
Did they retcon it to be a Saiyan thing? I forget.
I don't know. I wonder. Because maybe that is like an old Saiyan greeting. But
their thing from the time chamber.
Maybe that was something they came up with in the time chamber. Like when Vegeta was like, I don't want to talk for another 6 months. If I do this, that means we're cool. If I do this, that means get to stepping, bitch.
Okay, that's almost as good as I love you and or I'm proud of you.
And you know what the middle finger is, right, boy?
Wait, hold on. In my time, it's kind of a like, hello.
Well, that timeline is stupid. Here it's an insult, and you have to crank it like this.
You have to do onomatopoeia?
You have to do it or it's not real.
Wait, I think I know what you're talking about. I believe see, the insult version, you stick your thumb out, you do a fake blow sound, and then slowly raise it.
How dare you? Also,
I mean,
how dare you not teach me that sooner? I can't wait to use this on Kakarot.
Yeah, he'll be alive for a long time.
He'll never die.
I mean, well,
also, Trunks, have you ever done this one? Look, I play jazz.
An E flat to my face.
I call it the F major.
Wait, hold on. I think there is something I have for you. Let me just look in my pocket. Oh, here it is.
Oh, yes, you are my son.
They're both glowing with energy.
This is how they reach the ascended Saiyan form.
Yes. We just have to piss each other off with vulgar hand gestures. But probably. Yeah, that's you're right. Secret handshake.
Mm-hmm. I had one with my dad. It was great.
You know what? So did I.
It's one of those things even as a dog parent, I have a secret handshake with my dog.
Yes. the Mason hand signs.
Oh, Aaron, don't get too close. Don't get too close to the truth.
And then as Trunks flies off to the future, a ghost hand touches Gohan's shoulder. He turns around. Then Goku is giant in the sky. And
for reference, in these modern times, it's like a drone show in the middle of the day.
Yeah. I'd love a Goku drone show.
You don't need it. Our boy is in the Thanksgiving Day parade forever now.
Did you catch on that shot? Because Gohan is just like, he says Dosa, he says Papa. And then Krillin just sort of starts looking around everywhere like, huh? What are you looking at?
Is it 18?
Did she come back? She said I'd see her later.
Oh.
How does it? We don't ever get an answer, right? It's just time skip. They're married with a child.
I know. Yeah, it would have been. Why not? Why not a little mini movie of Krillin falls in love?
Mm-hmm. I assume she's tracking him. She's keeping tabs on him.
Oh, she's got to.
Mm-hmm.
But how? She can't sense ki.
I don't know. Just
she's got one of those.
She's got to turn her eyes down.
Hey, got him. Got him. He's a little man.
So we have 1 month goes by. Gohan still hates doing homework. Him and Ox King go out to play hooky.
Oh, that's right. Does Chi-Chi have anything to say about this in yours?
She just says that, I'm going to scold him when he gets back.
Oh, in mine, she goes, I guess he ran off with his grandfather, and then starts belittling their escape. She's like, and they went out the window. Ugh. Like, how droll. They better be back before dinner. Or like, they're out gallivanting. They'll come home when dinner time hits. I know that to be true, or something like that.
It's what environment have you created where the grandpa has to do it, where they have to do escape plans?
Oh no, they got me with a fake Gohan studying.
Tape player that snores.
Oh, they got me with a Ferris Bueller. Tied the dummy to the door.
They're out and about, just hanging back, enjoying the peace that has truly been brought onto the land. They go to one of their old fishing spots. Gohan pulls out a big old fish. There is a pterodon that wants it, and Gohan's like, oh yeah, I'll give you a piece, just give me a minute. But the pterodon wants the whole fish. He's greedy.
Pterodon shakes his head.
Puts his little wing up to the throat like he's the Rock.
And then Ox King kills Gohan.
Yeah, Ox King turns heel.
Gives Gohan some sweet chin music.
Not Kai Cenat. I forget who was randomly in the background of that
Travis
scene.
Scott.
Travis Scott, yeah.
Rhymes with Kai Cenat.
Travis Scott was there in the background for reasons. Pretend I remembered who Travis Scott was, and the joke's great.
Still worked for me.
I have a fever. No, I genuinely don't have a fever.
You don't owe these people nothing. You have a fever of 103.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm doing comedy on my deathbed. Would I if I do, to get very morbid, if we were still doing the podcast and I knew I'm just like, I'm gonna die, I'm just like, I can squeeze one out.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Are you kidding me?
Can we make do we make that pact?
Yeah, let's make that pact.
If we're
no matter what's going on,
Mhm.
if the end comes for one of us or both of us, we will make it onto these mics before that time.
Run out to the street where you've just been hit. Got the zoom out. Let's go. I'll do the intro. Don't worry.
Thank you. Thank you for doing the heavy lifting.
The pterodon. So basically, the pterodon gets punched because he's greedy. Gohan's like, that's what you get for not having good manners.
Perfectly reasonable for our Gohan. I do want to point out the symbolism here that the fish was so much bigger than anything Goku's ever caught. And Ox King's just like, oh boy, your dad would sure be proud of a fish like that.
They've got to be smoking fish meats, drying it out.
I mean,
for the long winter months.
If Ox King could get off his lazy ass, he'd be taking half that fish to market. That's a sweet payday.
That's true. Freeze it in those 5 a.m. markets where they sell tuna.
Yes, the tuna auctions.
Yes. Baby Trunks, where he cut to Capsule Corp. He's learning how to walk. Everyone loves it. He falls down. I think Ponchi goes to help him up, and he puts up a stoic hand.
So talk to the hand, Grandma.
Stay.
Stay back, woman. I wrote in my notes, this baby acts just like his dad, refuses help. And then Bulma's like, he didn't get that from our side of the family. Then get up, little man.
Yeah, we love nepotism. We love government handouts to corporations.
He'll learn.
Yeah.
He'll learn to take the subsidy. Speaking of subsidies, ZZTV is back.
I do want to say that the little guy does stand up as his own. Very proud, hands outstretched, T-posed. He does it.
Oh, and Bulma says, all right, now let me see you go Super Saiyan.
Oh, I wish that was in mine. That's so good.
That was very cute. I was like, Future is bright for this version of Trunks.
Vegeta's just off training.
No, he's not. He's not fighting anymore, remember?
You're right. What's he doing?
Who knows what he's doing?
I don't know. Trying to hang out, I guess.
He's down at the pub, trying to make friends. I used to be a fighter. I'm not drunk. You're drunk.
He ordered one drink and just sniffed it.
You guys know Kakarot? Fucking hate that guy, but I love him. You guys got any friends like that?
Look, let's just put on the Hercule special. That'll calm him down.
I know that guy. He's an asshole.
What? Yeah. Then I feel like a bar fight does start.
Oh, after that?
That's why he starts fighting again.
Blood on his hands. Oh, I love this stuff.
I'm a fool. Why did I promise that?
This is all Kakarot's fault.
I'm going to go home and beat up my son. I mean, trade. Yes, the television event of the season.
Yes. on ZZTV, and I forget because they do a whole song and dance production of like who the announcers or the hosts of this special are. Yeah, in mine they'd like go like there's one announcer that announces the hosts of the Mr. Satan special.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm supposed to know who these people are. But they say like, all right, Mr. Hercule Satan, who some people are saying did not do what he said and defeated Cell, is going to come out and demonstrate his power for the whole world to see by breaking all 20 bricks. It's very strange.
In mine, there's no mention of just like, well, some people think he's a big faker. He's here to prove him wrong. None of that.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So in yours, they're just like, let's glaze this man.
It's pretty much like it's like you just saved the world. What do you want to do? I want to break a bunch of bricks to prove to myself I have what it takes.
You don't want to go to Disneyland?
Yeah, you don't want to relax. You don't want to just do the talk show circuit?
Yeah. The View is calling you, Hercule.
Mm-hmm. Don't you want to flirt with these middle-aged to elderly women?
I hear Sonny's single. And I hear Whoopi's not on there very often anymore.
It's a weird thing to do. We do cut to the Kame house of Roshi and Oolong watching. Oolong spits in his coffee because I think they say, hey, he's the strongest man in the world. Oolong's comment is, yeah, he's the strongest one when it comes to being a fraud, maybe.
Boom! Roasted him over some hot coals.
Mm-hmm. I feel like Oolong's on Reddit.
Oh, Oolong has
Spread
multiple Reddit accounts trying to bring down Hercule.
Mm-hmm. He's talking
Subscribe to Ooanon. Wow, I'll expose everything Hercule's done.
I have it from reliable sources that I can't reveal.
Wait a minute, Aaron, we're going way too roundabout. Why isn't Oolong turning into Satan and just going on these talk shows to say it actually wasn't me?
5 minutes.
He could do that in 5 minutes.
He has to guarantee that they do the interview in 3 seconds or less.
Yeah. Or it's Oolong and Poir, they tag team it. So when Oolong's time runs out, he's like, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom. The thing that I always have to do, go to the bathroom. Then Poir comes out with the dot eyes, like Ditto.
Doesn't change the voice.
He can't do the voice.
There might be videos of Mr. Satan doing some very weird pig-like things. Some people say they're deep fakes.
Malicious Capsule Corp AI, designed to take down the world's strongest man.
But yeah, there's the whole event is Mr. Satan is going to break through 20 roofing tiles. In mine, they are just now to be clear, you couldn't do 15 last time, right? And his response is, well, I've been doing secret trading.
I did not get that in mine at all, which is, that's way funnier because I forgot he couldn't do 15. Mm-hmm. Before he does his thing. Oh, what they do in mine is they're always like, now people, we need complete silence. Silence for Mr. Satan. Then he always he'll go ah ha ha. And then they're I guess we don't need silence. Mm-hmm. Okay, he's about to do it. Now we need complete silence. And then he's just mumbling to himself or going, oh, which was a funny little running bit. They really packed it in for this SNL 50 live taping.
They couldn't just have the sound of people chanting Satan.
No.
They had to
And
film it down.
they're not bold enough or brave enough, Aaron, to have people chanting Satan in mine. Because again, with the ADR, they're just like, instead of just going, Satan, Satan, you hear, Mr. Satan, Mr. Satan. So they're not even, yeah.
They don't change the signage in post. Because I think there were it was like the Mr. Satan show. That's his name was on a bunch of hats, a bunch of shirts. Lame merch, by the way.
Lame ass merch. Get this man a Uniqlo collab, or I'm not buying it.
$40, and you're already out of larges?
Dude, don't even get me started. Yes, I tried to get the Dragon Ball Daima collection.
Well, we have to get those glasses now that I showed you.
I know I have to get those glasses now.
I'm like, I need a new pair.
I could use a second pair, and
Honestly,
two-tone is in.
The Vegeta's looking pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
That Piccolo.
But they are not a sponsor.
They're not.
Not even edible. But I have a quote from Hercule just before he does his demonstration. Hey, all you... Hey, all you punks at home. Don't try this or you might get hurt. You dig? I'm like, what? Who wrote that? Mr. T?
Drink your milk. Go to school. Say your prayers.
Be cool to your mother. You dig? So fucking 70s.
This is the type of celebrity where you like come out with like a rap song.
Oh, that's what's missing.
Mm-hmm.
There should be a Hercule Saves the World music video.
Here's a little story I like to tell about that time I beat up Cell. He said he tried to destroy the world and had a tournament, but I beat his butt because I'm heaven sent. Yeah, that's a good rhyme. You might remember there were some other guys. They were all blonde and punks in the sky. They used dirty tricks, and I called them out. And one by one, they're just a bunch of trout. As in flopping on the ground. So that's the day I won your hearts. And I can tell you, it's the martial arts. I love to do them, and here I go to break 20 tiles. Hi-ya for the show.
Break down. And then he only breaks 19.
Yeah. They again call it out.
Mm-hmm.
His internal monologue in mine, as he's rubbing his little hand, is, I'm glad I set my video to record while I'm out, because that was a showstopper.
Whoa! That is complete opposite.
Oh, okay.
He says something along the lines of, boy, it's difficult being the biggest star in the world. Kind of hurts too. Like, as he's holding his hand. It's like no self-reflection.
Mm-hmm.
Not even an ounce of, I wonder what those other guys are doing right now.
You gotta believe the lies.
That's right. That's a tip to all you liars out there. Delusion is your friend.
Keep doing it. It's cool.
Don't stop lying.
Your house of cards, keep it up.
Oh, speaking of houses, Aaron, we got to cut to Snake Way.
Yes. It's a new reality show from HGTV.
So you want to build a house in another world.
Mm-hmm.
Also, that should, look, let's write that anime.
Yeah.
That time I got reincarnated as a real estate agent in another world.
This is a good, that needs to be done.
Right?
Just some mangaka who's just obsessed with home repairs, loves construction, can talk the talk.
Ooh,
and it's like, in my previous life, I was a chump. But the one thing I asked for was knowledge. I was like, I'd like to have a house. Maybe if I knew how to do that, how to build one.
Boom.
Oh no, it's S tier knowledge and ability. And I have 5 wives.
There we go. That's how you sell it to Crunchyroll. Money, please.
Well, he's building just a big. He's building a complex, and the rival kingdom is just like he's amassing an army.
No. I'm not amassing an army at all.
I want a peaceful life with my human, elf, goblin, dwarf, troll, and dragon
Snake.
wife.
Yes, dragon wife.
We are not. If you think we're out of pocket, you need to read more sort of garbage manga.
Yeah, get on board reading garbage manga, just like people are on board reading garbage romantasy. It's not garbage. If you like it, you like it.
Yeah, it's only it. Yeah.
Get that Orc D while you can, okay? Just like King Kai is trying to get over Hercule stealing the credit. He's like, I can't believe this guy, Goku. He's a real jerk. Also, we need a house.
Yeah.
And Goku's just like, yeah, I guess you're right. Who do we know that could build one?
Well, I mean, there's someone who could do it right here, looking at you.
Bubbles? I didn't know you could do that.
Shaking his head.
Okay. Gregory? You can
No,
build
you,
houses?
Goku! Me and you were going to build the house because you remember, you blew up my planet. It's the least you could do.
Wow. King Kai holds Goku's feet to the fire in yours. In mine, he says, it's me, Goku, me, M-E. I can do it. I have the power.
No, he gets Goku. He's like, I need sweat equity from Goku.
I agree. I agree with the original language in here. Make this super strong guy build you a new home.
You're at least doing runs to the store.
Yeah.
To get our Gatorades.
You're filling those Gatorade jugs up and moving them real quick.
We need Gatorade and we need white cans of Monster if we're gonna do this.
Mix them together, you make a Gator Monsterade. It helps you buff up in Monster Hunter Wilds. Okay. Yeah. Anyway,
look, you're not affected by the effects of heat or cold. But yeah, King Kai's just like, yeah, we'll do it here. There's a weird cliff, a rock formation. It's gonna happen.
Yeah. So that's set up for the next episode of what should be the final. And then we get one last cutaway. And I was so thrown by this because I was like, what am I looking at? Who's in space flying towards Earth? Nope. It's Trunks, as the announcer said, as Trunks heads down the time stream, he readies himself for the task ahead. So that's it. We end on Trunks flying back in time to kill Krillin's wannabe girlfriend.
It's if I remember correctly, to readily, easily take them down.
Yeah, he should make short work of them. But I also in my mind I'm like, so wait, how far back does Trunks go? Like, does Trunks go back to the point where the androids first show up to stop everybody from being killed? Or does he go back to his original timeline? Like, does Trunks make another timeline to go back to save one-armed Gohan and everybody else? Or does he just go back to his own time, kill the androids, and then what? Go to Namek to wish everybody back to create his future?
I don't,
because he has the knowledge that he can go to Namek. New Namek still exists in Trunks' timeline.
Yeah, we will have to see what happens next time. But yeah, I think it's I think he just goes back to where he came from. I know from the thumbnail that he gets a haircut.
Oh, damn it!
Like a loser.
Like a loser. Long hair's in.
And this just in, an email from Master Researcher Nick entitled Emotional Filler. Okay. They write, it's the end of the Cell Saga, and you guys made a big ballyhoo about the climax with the Z Warriors, Z Fighters, Dragon Team, all taking pot shots at Cell, talking about how much Goku has changed them, with Vegeta delivering the final blow. Well, what if I told you that nearly all of that was original to the anime? In the manga, the team does not take any shots at Cell, only Vegeta does. The anime team is hyping the ending up, making it feel very final, and yet, while the episode is airing, Gohan in the manga was already teaching Goten and Videl how to fly. That being said, recently, near the end of February, an interview with Toriyama's numerous editors confirmed that yes, Toriyama did want to end DBZ with the Cell Saga, but was pressured to continue. I'm assuming pressured.
Oh yeah,
like that.
Oh yeah.
Big
boy Toei came through his door.
Fortunately, he was able to find joy with the Buu Saga by creating characters with softer, rounder designs and the patented Toriyama humor. So make of that what you will. Keep fighting, Master Researcher Nick. So I have to say that, no, we're right. This should have been the end.
Yeah. But it does color the Buu Saga in a very clearer picture.
Mm-hmm.
Like the lens in which Toriyama was probably being like, oh yeah, you want me to make more Dragon Ball? Well, eat shit. Everybody in this saga's round and easy to draw.
Yeah.
And also I get to be funny again.
It's
Make
jokes.
my fun again.
But yeah, thank you for the information. I think would we be better off if there was no more Dragon Ball after this? I don't know.
Is there
Superheroes was good.
Superheroes was good, but like, what if we got superheroes that was what I think revisionist history is asking for, which is like a fully realized Cell and not just this big mindless zombie to confront Gohan on his weakness and all that kind of stuff as like another big push. But I mean, look, hindsight is always 2020. It is vindicating to know that Toriyama himself and his editors all knew that he wanted to end it and he laid the groundwork for it to end. And so that does feel good. Would we be in the same place? I think the overall trends of anime would still be bending towards what we have now.
Mm-hmm.
Because when did Super end? Super ended in like 2016, 2015?
No, we were podcasting when Super was still going on.
Okay.
So it might have been pre-pandemic.
Pre-pandemic was Super.
Mm-hmm.
But that, like, there aren't a lot of battle shonen that were trying to do what Dragon Ball was doing because there was no vacuum. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I think My Hero kind of comes close, but is so hard genre that it's not exactly the same.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I still think we would have gotten Attack on Titan the way that we did. All the remakes that we got, like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, or like revisions or new versions of the classics that we got around that time. Maybe if there was no Dragon Ball around, I would have gotten the Yu Yu Hakusho remake that I believe the people are overdue for. But yeah. I will say, if we did not have Dragon Ball Super, we would not have Boruto. I know that for a fact. If we didn't have Gohan taking over the mantle from his father in the way that they kind of pitched at the end of this, I don't think there is the idea that Naruto fathers a son that becomes a piece of shit that Naruto has to save at all. In my mind, I'm sure that's always been an idea that was floated around, but it didn't feel like it needed to happen the same way that like GT didn't feel like it needed to happen. But who's to say? Who's to say what would have emerged in the vacuum of Dragon Ball over that period of time? So, yeah, maybe if Dragon Ball didn't happen, Sakamoto Days would be a lot better.
Maybe.
That's my little dig. That's my little dig.
They dropped the ball.
The worst review for Sakamoto Days is that it is just fine.
Yeah, I mean, it's... Look, we have to drop out of here.
Yeah, we
because we've been doing this for a while.
We have been doing this for far too long. So thank you, everybody. Thank you to our patrons who support our show monetarily. You can support us on Patreon for $3 a month by going to patreon.com/KameHouseParty. Thank you to Tokyo Treat Company, a stalwart sponsor of the podcast. So if you want delicious Japanese treats sent right to your home, 20 or so, you can get that over at team.tokyotreat.com/Kame. Use promo code Kame at checkout. Tell them Kame House Party sent you. You can get $5 off your first box. We are part of the Moonshot Network. So thank you to the Moonshot folks. And stay tuned for the Moonshot charity stream coming in late to mid-May. And head over to Moonshot Pods to listen to all the great podcast content over there. We are on Twitch, twitch.tv/Kame House Party. We are hopefully finishing It Takes Two, and probably starting a playthrough of Split Fiction in the coming weeks or months. So head on over to twitch.tv/Kame House Party. Leave us a follow if nothing else. Like, share, and subscribe. All that goodness. Aaron, anything you would like to plug?
Thinking too hard about anime. Will be new season starts soon. So give a listen to that. Myself and Noah Carden talking about other anime in a smarty kind of way.
Yeah.
Again, if you're a weird freak who's going to be in Cincinnati at Horror Hound on March 21st through 23rd, I have a short film playing at the festival there. It's going to be on at 10 a.m. Saturday morning. I put this out before. If you come up to me, if you find me, and you tell me, I know you because of Kame House Party, or Thinking Too Hard About Anime, I will buy you lunch, is the least I can do. So if you want a free lunch, please travel to Cincinnati, pay like $70 for the door, and then I guess message me on social, or get binoculars.
Yeah. That all of those are valid ways. Maybe I'll do that because I want a free lunch. But Aaron, that's so exciting. Very happy for you. And yeah, if you're in the area, give Aaron some love and check out the film festival.
Oh.
Check out his film.
Thank you.
So yeah.
And then finally, we have another song from Malik. We were instructed to play this for this episode as in response to Trunks leaving for home. So you'll hear that at the end of this episode.
Wonderful. And I will take us out as I only know how. Whether you are using your fingers to salute to your father, or you're on ZZTV trying to impress someone's daughter, you gotta keep fighting bargain for ball gatherers.
Look out, the most dangerous enemies have got us pinned. That's right, our allies are throwing all caution to the wind. History will be transformed by us, no time to doubt yourself, we're crossing timelines. Welcome new allies, with a smile and a peace sign. Riding the blue winds of our hope, an incredible legend set in motion. We'll make it come true with all our devotion. Riding the blue winds of our hope, an exciting world that is hopeful and true lies beyond, waiting for you. Are you ready? It's gonna be a tough life from here on out. So let's look up at the sky to find our hope and shed all doubt. Don't even think of trying to run, instead just spread your wings and take flight. With a smile, do a 1-2 punch and win the fight. Riding the blue winds of our hope. When times get tough, laugh and puff out your chest. Remember that with this power you've been blessed. Riding the blue winds of our hope. Dreams of a better tomorrow will help us cope. Until then, we're the hope. Riding the blue winds of our hope, an incredible legend set in motion. We'll make it come true with all our devotion. Riding the blue winds of our hope. Dreams of a better tomorrow will help us cope. Until then,